Hello everyone, my name is Danny, and this review is going to be for the movie called Zombieland Double Tap. This is a 2019 film. It is rated R. It's directed by Ruben Fleischer. It stars Woody Harrelson, Jesse Eisenberg, and Emma Stone. Runtime is 1 hour and 39 minutes. And the description: a decade after Zombieland became a hit film and a cult classic, the lead cast have reunited for Zombieland Double Tap. In the sequel, where the comic mayhem stretches from the White House and through the Heartland, these four slayers must face off against the many new kinds of zombies that have evolved since the first movie, as well as some new human survivors. But most of all, they have to face the growing pains of their own snarky makeshift family. This is Zombieland Double Tap. Turn that down a little bit. Move that over there. Great. So, for any of you that have not seen Zombieland for some reason, dig yourself out of the hole you're in and go watch it. It was awesome. It's always going to be awesome. Jesse Eisenberg is like one of the best actors going nowadays, and whatever he touches is going to be gold. I'm still waiting for him to play Lex Luthor, from that teaser at the end of Batman one time. So I'm waiting for him to do movies. I'm going to see everyone that he's involved with. He's really amazing. He's really smart, and for him to do something like Zombieland 2 is just kind of revolutionary. It's kind of dumbing him down a little bit. He's been there, done that, done some great movies, and now he gets to kind of have some fun with Zombieland 2. So I felt that from him in this movie very much, but he has got to be the top reason to go see this. You've got to like Jesse Eisenberg. You got to like what he's done. If you haven't seen The Social Network, you need to see that. It's changed my life when I watched that. That was crazy. So obviously this cast is stellar. When the trailer came out, it was saying Emmy nominated, Golden Globe nominee. And I was like, okay, we're going to push this, that the cast is amazing. Cast was amazing. It also included Abigail Breslin, Luke Wilson, and some other people. So, you're going to recognize a lot of people. Rosario Dawson, she's awesome. I liked her from Rent. If you haven't seen that, that was amazing. And so some of these people, they've kind of made their staple movie in their life, And then this is kind of a culmination of people who are passionate, people who, really do give 110% of their acting jobs. They don't really, they don't really half-ass it. They just don't, all these people in this film, except for maybe Luke Wilson, but he's done some really amazing things. He's done some really good films, really funny films. So, yeah, from top to bottom. I'd say I was a little disappointed in Abigail Breslin. I don't know what is going on with her, but maybe she had to look the way she did for this movie, but she looks like she's kind of letting herself go a little bit, and I didn't really like that. So I'll be interested to see what she does next, because I'd say she was kind of the low spot of this film. I did go and see this with a friend, and he agreed with me that Abigail Breslin is kind of the low point of this. So she doesn't have much personality. She doesn't have much excitement. She rolls her eyes a lot, and it doesn't even seem like she's that sincere about it. So maybe she's at the point of her young career where she thought this was beneath her. So I don't know, but it was just very awkward the whole time. As far as the movie goes, talked about the actors. As far as the movie goes, it's just funny, It really is. I would understand somebody saying that the ending is very obvious. You can tell where it's going. Once it gets there, you can tell what's going to happen after that. But Some of the dialogue kind of helps with that too. It's one of those movies, where it's supposed to be funny. It's supposed to be lighthearted, fun. And so it gives things away. It talks about something for the sole purpose that that thing is going to come up later. So, but you think about movies that have done that is like Dodgeball. I mean, like, look how epic Dodgeball was, I mean, so it's a good tactic to use. For some of us who don't consider ourselves idiots, it's a little too apparent that it's coming. But it plays it in a way that makes you think about it. Like, one story happens pretty early on and it ends up being the big thing at the end. So that's a good way of doing things, But I could tell where they were going. I could tell what their plan was going to be. I mean, just things like that. So other than that, it has a lot of funny scenes. It has a lot of good, effective comedy that comes out of nowhere. It has some good jokes. It has some stuff from the old film, some recurring things. So you're not committed to watching the first one if you've never seen it. You can go see this one. It's good. It has a lot of new characters, has a lot of new storylines, has a lot going on. Just understand that the main four know each other. That's about it. So I just want to touch on this one little thing. Had a good conversation after the movie about some of the things in this movie not making common sense. And the major thing, and I know other movies do address this, especially my favorite series, it's over here, Resident Evil. When you're in apocalypse and things are happening, gas stations run out of gas. I hate to tell you. But how these people in Zombieland, no matter how many years it's been, they keep driving this one car in the movie, and it's eventually going to run out of gas. You're going from California to wherever else you're going. You're not going to be able to drive the whole way there in one vehicle. It just doesn't. You're just not able to. So that was the most apparent, obvious thing. There are a couple other little things that just, like, if you watch the movie, you let it absorb, then there's some other common sense things also. But that was the biggest one. So just a small little problem there. I would say that I enjoyed this a lot. There was some obvious big laughs, and that's always good to have. You need those, big things that anybody can laugh at. Somebody getting slammed in the face or something. And then there's some other things that, are surprises, storyline wise and comedy wise. And I just think it's good to approach of handling things, the dialogue between the tension of characters, it's not lacking. It just could have been a lot better. So I think it was just a little bad. It wasn't totally bad. I just think it could have been better. Excuse me. I think this is a good movie for anybody. I know it's rated R. I know it has some stuff in it, but nothing too terrible. I mean, has your 10-year-old really not seen, some zombie die, Walking Dead or something? I mean, come on, So, it's not the worst rated R movie I've ever seen. It really is not. So, I think that this is a good movie for anybody to see. I think it's very funny. I think it's very worth your time. If you go and see it once, if it's one of your few movies that you go to the theater for, that's great. It's very worth your time. You can pay $5, you can pay $10, it's totally worth it, So, I will end up buying this eventually in my life. I just started a new job. This is my shirt I'm wearing, and I'm really sorry I haven't made a video in a while, but I just have not had time to watch movies the last week or so. So, I got to this. I'm going to try and go to a couple movies this weekend, so I will get back to it. But I thank you for watching this. I'm going to give Zombieland an A. I do suggest watching it. I will end up owning it, and I think it's a great time. So, an A for Zombieland, double tap. I suggest watching it. I suggest going out and making your time to seek it out and watch it, okay? Thanks a lot, guys. My name's Danny. If you like this or any of my other videos, try and get some of them watched. Like and subscribe to my channel if you would. Enjoy your movies. Thanks.